What's up, debt crushers? Welcome back to the Debt Sucks podcast, the show that calls out the financial BS and helps you take control of your money without losing your mind. I'm your host, Ben Matthews, your friendly neighborhood bankruptcy attorney who's seen it all, the good, the bad, and the downright ugly when it comes to money. Today we're tackling a juicy topic, why traditional budgets suck, and how to create a flexible money plan that actually works for your life. If you've ever felt like a budget was just a guilt trip waiting to happen, buckle up. This episode is for you. And a quick shout out to everyone who's been sharing how they're creating their hammer. You know, the tools you're using to smash your debt into tiny, insignificant pieces. You all inspire me to keep this train rolling, so keep those stories coming. The problem with traditional budgets. All right, let's cut to the chase. Traditional budgets, they're the broccoli of personal finance. Sure, they're good for you, in theory, but they taste like disappointment and regret. As a bankruptcy attorney, I create budgets for clients every day. Let me tell you, they're never perfect. Why? Because life is a circus, and no 2 months are the same. Trying to stick to a rigid budget is like trying to follow a strict low-calorie diet. You're fine for a few days, but then life throws a pizza party in your face and suddenly you're inhaling carbs like a vacuum. Well, the same thing happens with budgets. 1 month, your kid needs new shoes because their feet decided to grow overnight. The next month, your car's making a noise that sounds like a dying walrus. A rigid budget can't handle that kind of chaos. And when you inevitably overspend in one category, what happens? You feel like a failure. Newsflash, it's not you, it's the budget. Introducing the Level Up Money Plan. This isn't your grandma's budget. Think of it as the chill, go-with-the-flow cousin who still gets stuff done, but doesn't stress out about every little thing. I'm calling it the Level Up Money Plan because it lets your money flow where it's needed most while keeping you on track to smash your goals. It's like yoga for your finances. Flexible, balanced, and way less judgmental than that spreadsheet you've been avoiding. How to create your Level Up Money Plan. Let's break this into 4 easy steps, because who has time for more? And if you caught episode 2, you already know the value of a brutally honest money breakdown. That's the foundation for building your plan. So step 1, start with your monthly income. First thing, figure out how much cash you're bringing in each month. Fixed income, side hustles, random Venmo payments from your mom, all of it. You can't build a solid plan without knowing your starting point. As I mentioned in the Brutally Honest Money Breakdown, you need to track every dollar that's coming in and where it's going. This is your baseline. Step 2, break down your recommended spending percentages. Hey, here's a loose guide for spending your money like a boss. Housing, 25 to 35%. Utilities, 5 to 10%. Food, 10 to 15%. Transportation, 10 to 15%. Your shit happens fund and debt repayment, 20 to 30%. Entertainment and fun stuff, 5 to 10%. But remember, these numbers are just guidelines. If your spending is way out of these ranges, don't panic. As we covered in episode 2, facing the truth about your finances is step 1. But the goal is to improve, not to be perfect overnight. Step 3, customize the percentages. This is your money, so make the numbers work for you. If you're in hardcore debt payoff mode, crank up the shit happens fund and debt repayment categories. If you've got a big event coming up, adjust for that. The Brutally Honest Money Breakdown helps you see exactly where you're overspending so you can redirect your dollars towards your goals. The key here is intention. Know why you're allocating the money the way you are. Then step 4, build in flexibility. Life's messy, and your plan should be too. Check in weekly or bi-weekly and shift things around as needed. Did you overspend this week? No biggie. Adjust and keep moving forward. Remember what I said in episode 2. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Flexibility allows you to course correct without the guilt. Maybe you skip takeout next week or hold off on that splurge purchase. The point is to keep moving forward while staying in control. This isn't about being rigid. It's about staying committed while adapting to life as it happens. By grounding your plan in the brutally honest money breakdown and keeping it flexible, you'll create a system that works for your life and gets closer to your financial goals. Tips for sticking to your plan without feeling restricted. Here's how to stick to your level up money plan without losing your sanity. Automate your savings and debt payments. Take the guesswork out of it. Set it and forget it like a financial crock pot. Use separate accounts for different spending categories. Trust me, it's way easier to keep track this way. Plus, no more accidentally dipping into your rent money for concert tickets. Celebrate your small wins. Paid off a credit card? Throw a mini party. Progress deserves recognition, even if it's just a solo dance in your living room. Build in some fun money so you don't feel like a financial monk. Life's too short to skip the occasional latte or concert. Listener question, the shit happens fun dilemma. All right, let's dive into a question from one of our amazing listeners. She writes, Ben, I finally managed to save $720 in my shit happens fund, but then bam, my car broke down and I had to spend the whole thing. Now I feel defeated, like I'm back at square one. What's the point if I just keep draining it every time something goes wrong? First off, let me say I hear you. It's a total gut punch to watch your hard-earned savings vanish overnight. But here's the thing, this isn't a defeat. It's a massive win. Let's break it down. You had a car repair, right? That's the kind of curveball that used to send people straight to their credit cards, adding another rock to the debt mountain. But not you. You had your shit happens fund. You were ready. You took that curveball and knocked it out of the park without adding a single penny of debt. That's a big deal. Here's the truth. The purpose of the shit happens fund is exactly this: to handle life's random sucker punches without derailing your progress. Yeah, I mean, it sucks to see the balance drop to zero, but that's what it's there for. You're not back at square one. You're ahead of the game because you avoided falling deeper into debt. So what do you do now? It's simple. Rebuild it. And now you know it works. You've proven you can save, and the next time something happens, you'll be just as prepared. Every time you refill that fund, you're reinforcing a safety net that protects your financial future. Take a moment to celebrate this win. Seriously, give yourself some credit. You're learning how to handle life's chaos like a pro. That's what the journey to financial freedom looks like. Progress, not perfection. Keep going. You've got this. Hey, let's get real for a sec. The Debt Sucks plan, it's awesome. It works. But not everyone has the time or the patience to chip away at their financial Mount Everest. Maybe you're drowning right now, like creditors calling your grandma, paycheck gone before it lands, sleepless nights count to drowning. Sound familiar? Listen, you don't have to white knuckle your way through this alone. Instead of spending years battling debt $1 at a time, I've got you. Bankruptcy isn't a failure, it's a fresh start. And sometimes hitting reset is the smartest thing you can do. At my law firm here in South Carolina, we take the time to listen to your story and help you figure out if bankruptcy is the right choice for you. No pressure, no judgment, just straight answers and real solutions. And if you don't live in South Carolina, don't worry. I can connect you with a trusted attorney in your state. Wherever you are, help is closer than you think. So if you're ready to stop the stress and start fresh, visit debtsucks.info to share a little about your situation or call my office for a free consultation. Let's find your path forward together, because sometimes you don't need a plan, you need a damn lifeline. Let me be that lifeline. Call to action. Take the first step. Ready to ditch the budget guilt and create your level up money plan? Start by reviewing your current spending habits. Use the suggested percentages as a starting point and tweak them to fit your life. I've even got a free downloadable worksheet to help you out. Grab it at debtsucks.info. And hey, I want to hear from you. Share your Level Up Money Plan journey with me on social media using the hashtag DebtSucksLevelUp. Let's swap tips, celebrate wins, and keep each other accountable. That's it for today's episode of Debt Sucks. Remember, adulting is hard, debt makes it harder, but with a flexible money plan, you can take control of your finances without all the drama. Next week, we're tackling a topic that hits close to home, the whack-a-mole debt payment method. If you've ever felt like you're just scrambling to cover whatever debt is screaming the loudest, this one's for you. We'll break down why this approach keeps you stuck and how to escape the cycle for good. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review the podcast. Your support helps more people find Debt Sucks and start their own journeys to financial freedom. Catch you next time. Together, we're crushing debt and building brighter financial futures.